Hey everybody, it's Miss Graham again. I'm just coming to you with another update. We are going to be doing a brand new project. Right now, I've already given you a couple of assignments. If you have not done them yet, don't stress. First and foremost, I want every single one of you to take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And just remember that with all of this, I'm not giving you a this needs to be done today kind of due date, okay? There's a lot going on, and I know that your schedule at home might be a little bit different than at school, and that is okay. I just want you to get things done in your own time, and I want you to have fun with it. So, our first project was a self-portrait. If you haven't done that yet, what I'm asking for you to do is to stop, take a minute, and draw a picture of yourself. So a portrait is a picture of a person, but a self-portrait would be a picture of you. So nobody else but you. Miss Graham is going to draw Miss Graham for a self-portrait, okay? Your next assignment is one that I'm super excited about. I'm asking you to draw a memory. So a memory would be anything that we have in our brain, a time that we can remember that was really, really wonderful. We're thinking of happy memories today. So you can start by closing your eyes, just like this. Did you close them? I'll wait. I don't think you closed them. Close your eyes. Okay, once your eyes are closed, I want you to take a moment and think. Think about a time that you've had that makes you super happy. It could be a time with friends or family. It could be a time where you were all by yourself and playing. Think of something that makes you smile. Once you've got that memory in your head, you can think about all the details of that time. So, what did it smell like when you were there? For me, it smells like, oh, yep, that's pie. I smell pie. I love pie. So I smell pie. What else? What sounds do I hear? I can hear my mom talking. I hear my parents discussing food while they're cooking frantically. I can hear my grandma and my grandpa laughing and watching videos. So I have a very distinct memory in my head. Now I can think about, I smelled it, I heard it. What do I see? I see maybe my parents cooking in the kitchen together, or I can see my sisters playing video games. So in my head, my memory, if you haven't guessed it already, would be a family gathering. So like Easter, birthdays, parties, where everybody comes together. Your memory might be a very different thing. So I want you to think, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Once we have that in our head, we're going to do an illustration. An illustration, most of you know, is a picture that we would see in like a storybook. Now this is different than other types of photographs or pictures that we might draw because this picture is specifically made to tell a story. Your story is going to be different than everybody else's. So I want you to think about what kind of a picture you could draw to tell me about your memory, to tell me a story. Your story should have things that I can tell. They have a good smell. Or I can tell that there's something going on that would make some noise that I would hear. I'm going to see what you would see. Okay. You can take a moment, pause the video if you need to, get that beautiful drawing finished, and when you're ready, I'm going to show you what we're going to do next with it. Because, oh my goodness, is that, really? You think we should color it? No, you don't want to color. You don't like coloring, do you? Okay, all right, fine. We'll color. It's fine. So, I think the only problem with coloring is that you don't know the Miss Graham way of coloring. Might be a problem. So let me show you a couple tips and tricks on how to color.
Alright, boys and girls, so far you can see that I've got this lovely drawing started. This is my memory, so I decided to go with the memory of my mom cooking in the kitchen, because that was always my favorite part, was when we got together to eat meals together. We had a lot of fun. So that was my happy memory. Now, you'll notice there's lots of little scribbly scrabbly lines, and I have lots of little mistakes. I want you to see that, because it's super important to remember that when you're making art, mistakes are a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. We all make mistakes when we make our artwork, and that is how we learn from it. So I want you to remember that it's important and wonderful and good to make mistakes. So I didn't erase any of my mistakes, just so that you know, and you can see them and I can see them. They'll help me learn and figure out how to do better next time. So now that I've got my drawing ready to go, I'm going to come up with the colors that I'm going to use. Luckily for you and for me, I have a nice big bin of crayons to work with. So I'm going to go through and pull out the colors that I want to use. Now, I tried to remember, so on my fingernails right here, I've got all the colors I'm going to need. That's how I remembered it for the day, and that's going to help you remember it too. When we're using our colors, we need to know the main colors in the rainbow. Right now, we've got, in our rainbow, we've got reds, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So these colors are all going to come in handy because they're every single color that exists in our rainbow. So we can use these to make more colors. And more importantly, we can remember that our primary colors are red, our yellow, and our blue are going to be our primary colors, our number one main colors. They make up all of the other colors. So if I don't have every single color of the rainbow, that's okay. As long as I have those three main ones, red, yellow, and blue, we'll have a beautiful picture when we're done. So I've got red, yellow, blue. I'm going to get started. Now, a lot of the time when we go to color, we might move really, really quickly, and we'll scribble in the color, and that fills in a pretty good amount. But in my picture, I can see through that. Do you see white inside of my color here? That's supposed to be red. So why is it that I see white behind there? Well, it's because my crayon isn't working hard enough. When we're coloring, it's important to make sure that you saturate your colors. What that means is we're going to use our muscles, and we are going to make sure this entire paper is saturated or filled with our color. So I've got to get some muscle behind it. So let's get my muscles moving. Wiggle your arms. Show me you got this. And you're going to push harder. Notice that when I push harder, the color is brighter. It looks more like the crayon now because I put some muscle behind it. I saturated that spot of my paper. So your job's going to be to go in and saturate just like that everywhere on your whole paper. I don't want to see any white space, 0 white space left on this paper when you're done. So I'll go through and I'll slowly saturate my paper. I'm not going to rush because art takes time. For us to do our best, we need to go slow and try our best. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I just needed to stop the video and come back because I just found this crayon. Looks like an ordinary crayon. Pretty red in color, but I just noticed it because look at the name of that color. If I can get it in focus. It says Razzmatazz. So I've decided I'm going to use this color instead now. But we are going to color in. Ooh, that's a nice color. By saturating fully into our paper. Pushing hard. Going around our lines. Tracing carefully so that we don't get scribbles where we don't want them to go. And I'm going to keep going like that until I have filled up my entire paper. Now, I want you to do your very best. Take your time, but remember, It's all right to make mistakes. I would love to see some pictures of what you've been doing. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.